What's going on, everybody? Part two. This will be the finale of the sub build. The box is completely dried. Sorry. It's all dry. The glue, there's the back of it. There's the bottom where the sub will be. Now we're going to take this outside and just sand this thing smooth, get rid of, and we're going to make it all flush, get rid of overlaps, small overlapping edges and whatnot, and then we're going to paint it. Let's go. Okay, after a whole bunch of sanding with my orbital sander, this is nice and flush. You might see a tiny bit of a line when we're done. There's a little bit of a nick in there, it's okay. I'm gonna use my trim router on this. Let me show you that. Okay, this is my little trim router. It's kind of like a regular router, just small handheld from Harbor Freight, but it's really good for home uses. We're gonna use that and we're gonna round off all the sides, or the corners I should say, and then we will go in. I probably will just hand sand that after I do that. All right, guys, there she is. Oh, look at that. Look how beautiful. Nice and smooth seams. Nice and rounded. So this actually did not come out to a square foot. I actually made it a little bit taller, but I figured, you know, hey, the more airspace inside, the more boom you're gonna get. The bigger the box, the bigger the boom you're gonna get. Whoever tells you different doesn't know what they're talking about. Actually, well, the smaller the box, the harder hit, the bigger you get more of a boom rumble, and that's kind of what I want. But this is ready for paint, so since this is the bottom, I'm gonna mark the holes to drill for the feet, and then I'm probably gonna put some big screws in temporarily for feet so I can turn it upside down and paint it without getting paint on the feet. So okay, guys, there's a few pictures of the box all painted. It's sitting inside. I'm just gonna let it dry for a couple hours tonight, maybe see if I can finish it tonight, not sure. I didn't film me painting it. I didn't want to risk any paint blowing on my iPhone, kind of expensive phone. I didn't want to get paint all over it, so I just went ahead and painting it, and there it is drying. Came out really good. And one thing I also got that's kind of cool is this black handle. Picked this up at Home Depot a little bit ago, ran up there, and we're gonna mount this on top. I'm gonna screw this into the top of the sub so you can pick it up by the handle. You don't have to, like, you know, grab with two hands and everything and fumble around, risk accidentally grabbing the sub and hitting it underneath. You're just gonna grab the top with a handle. I think it's a pretty cool idea. Okay, so the only thing left to do is wait for the paint to dry and then slap everything in there and it's good to go. So we're gonna wait a couple of hours. Hopefully I can get it done tonight. If not, I'll just finish this up in tomorrow after work, and it'll be good to go. Okay, guys, it's the next day and the box is completely dried. I would have finished the video last night, but after I painted it, here in Mesa, Arizona, we got kind of some storms coming. It got really humid. The humidity was like 75 last night, and this would not dry. It was trying to dry, and it was just soaking up moisture, so I had to leave it in the house overnight. So it's been almost 24 hours, and it's pretty much good to go. One thing I am worried about is this. I'm worried about this kind of killing some of the bass. I kind of want to cut this and just staple it, and then the back plate will be exposed in there. I don't know if that's going to be bad for the electronics. I got to think about this for a minute, but so all we have to do is we're going to put on the feet, the back plate, the speakers, and the little handle I bought for it, which I don't know. Oh, there it is. So we just got to put the feet, the handle, back plate, speaker, and it'll be done. But let me think. I got to think about what to do about this, and then we'll proceed. All right, guys, there she is. She's all done. There's the back plate. There it is underneath. Got the feet. Nice and heavy. Handle works great. The only thing I'm worried about, two of these screws didn't really go into the wood. I think I cut the hole for the back plate too big, but there was only two. All the rest went in there. I mean, it's definitely secure. I did not cut the insulation that I did behind this. I left it how it is. I figured if it doesn't work, if it doesn't sound good, I can always take this off and then cut it. So might as well just leave it. Once I cut it, I can't put it back on. Well, I might be able to, but it'd be very difficult. So this is all done, ready to go. Let's take her inside, hook her up, and see if I solder those wires right. Make sure that we'll see if this even works. All right, everybody, that's the video. It's done. And I must say, it sounds really good. I don't know how well you guys can hear that on the phone. Obviously, it's not going to be, it's like I said, sound anywhere near close unless you're there in person. But this is what I can tell you about it. It definitely did exactly what I wanted it to do. Insulating the box, not putting a porthole in there, using thicker wood, definitely gave it a much cleaner bass sound. It's almost, the reason I like certain subs without a porthole, you have a sealed box, it actually helps compress the speaker. And what that means is a speaker, it actually will not move as much. So you actually have to turn it up a little bit louder, but you're getting a more even bass sound. You're not getting any of that flubbiness. You don't necessarily want to do a sealed box with every woofer, every sub, but for just that little 8-inch in the recording studio, it pretty much is doing exactly what I wanted to do. I didn't show for like 15 or 20 minutes. I didn't tape this part about me messing. Look, I was watching a whole lot of different videos, watching bass test videos, watching a bunch of YouTube videos from some people I'm subscribed to on guitar, and listening to some different songs. Enter Sandman, the beginning of Enter Sandman, when the drums come in, that's an awesome bass test. Just listening to a lot of different stuff, adjusting the volume on the sub, and it sounds freaking awesome. It is a much cleaner, leveled out bass sound. It's going to make recording a lot easier. And just jamming around, just jamming on my guitar on some amp sims, it sounds so much better. I would not recommend doing this unless you are handy. Unless you're a handy type of a guy. Don't take this on because you can really screw some stuff up. But if any of you guys, buy that Rockville Shaker 8, totally recommend making a better box. Or if you got the money, buy a more expensive sub for your recording studio. Anyway, that's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Freaking metal till death out there. Stay tuned for more videos.